Now the On Your Side forecast with Chief Meteorologist Scott Dorval.
A steady band of precipitation is pushing into the Western Valley and into Boise as well. I want to show you the very latest Doppler radar because we have temperatures all below freezing from Boise westward. You get east of Boise, it starts to come above freezing. But above the ground here, there's some mild weather working in that takes the snowflakes and melts them to rain. When that happens, it won't go back to a snowflake if it hits colder weather. It just freezes on contact when it hits the ground, or if the layer of cold air is thick enough, it will freeze in the air and then come down as an ice pellet or sleet and bounce off the ground. Freezing rain is the worst. We're getting some of that around Middleton right now and points to the north. You can see that moderate banding going on up near Emmett as well, between Parma and Emmett. So if you are getting all snow right now in the Western Valley, you could get another inch out of this easily. And in the mountains, the Boise Mountains and the southern west central mountains, we could be seeing 2 or 3 inches of snow as this moisture continues to move on through. Watch out for icy roadways and some black ice, especially secondary roadways. The further west you get from Boise, even in Meridian, we'll be getting some freezing rain out there. So again, drive carefully. Let's take a look at the view from the village at Meridian. Earlier today, you'll see that we just had the Christmas tree out here. They had the lighting of it coming up. I had it on Friday there. Let's take a look, put a time-lapse view of what happened with the snow. And I think we just jumped ahead there. Maybe I can get back and see if we can show this in motion. Yeah, this is what it looked like today. No snow, and then the snow coming on in, getting a little bit white at the village at Meridian today, as it was throughout the Treasure Valley during the day today. So looking a little bit more like Christmas there in that scene, but certainly a very gloomy sky, and it shows up in Nampa today, looking out towards the west and the southwest. You see the low gray clouds continue to track on through the region, and that's the way it looks right now as well. Although it's darker, it is still cloudy with that precipitation coming on down right now as we speak. Let's take a look at that latest temperature. We're at 30 degrees, so we're below freezing. So technically you would be freezing on contact. Any secondary roadways, driveways, we're going to be getting freezing rain, sleet, and snow. It's going to be an icy mess tonight on many locations. The interstate should be okay, but I would certainly exercise caution as you're traveling west from Boise, because again, icy, snowy conditions could still be popping up on the interstate. 26 for high in McCall, down to 5 this morning. Much colder in the mountains to the north. About a 1/10 of an inch of precipitation over the last 24 hours, so about a good inch of snow in McCall. It is coming down now, and there could be another 2 or 3 inches in McCall this evening and early tonight. In Stanley, the picture earlier today, Redfish Lake, you could even see it as it's shrouded in cloud cover with snow, and it is continuing to snow now up to 20 degrees. That's the high temperature for the day thus far. Here's the picture at I-84 in going over the Snake River from Ontario or from Oregon into Idaho. You see snow on the side of the road. And the road, again, we could be getting some freezing rain in slush and sleet, but with temperatures still close to freezing or close enough, treated roadways, it tends to lower the freezing point, and so we'll likely not have ice on the interstate there. But again, the bridges will freeze first, and those secondary roadways, is certainly at the snow on the ground, everything, any rain that falls on top will then freeze because temperatures are below freezing. Highway 55 into the west central mountains, snow covered right now. This is Little Donner Pass, when you go between Cascade and McCall, and still pretty much snow covered here as well. So slow traveling in the mountains overnight tonight. The top of Sun Valley, Baldy with snow. A few inches of snow falling in Idaho's ski areas, depending on where you're at, between 1 and 4 inches of snow, and a few more inches will be falling tonight. Winter weather advisory, and this has just been issued now. I haven't even had a chance to look at this report, but they now have a winter weather advisory in effect for all of the Treasure Valley, which again is from this precipitation that's moving in. It is likely the Weather Service is concerned about freezing rain on the roadways. So now, just issued by the National Weather Service, a winter weather advisory in effect for the Treasure Valley, as well as the mountains be getting snow, but there will be snow falling in parts of the Treasure Valley as well, but it's that freezing rain that's going to cause a problem. You can see the orange region right here. This is where we're getting that mixture of freezing rain and sleet and the glaze conditions that's beginning to form. Watch out for a coating of ice. A 1/10 of an inch of ice could easily form in Canyon County on most surfaces. Now, this temperature in the Mountain Home is showing 33. I'm not sure where this is coming from because I looked at online and I checked out their weather station. It says 36. So less of a threat for freezing rain east of Boise, but again, it is close call as this moisture continues to stream in tonight. It's going to last till midnight tonight, so this evening driving could be a little treacherous. Keep that in mind. A lot of moisture and mild weather will come in from the south, but the lower western valley is going to stay cold even on Wednesday when our next system moves in. So computer charts show rain here, but as we're seeing, it's freezing rain and snow for tonight. And then it tends to taper on off. It will dry things out as we move in overnight. Take a look at that forecast. Magic Valley, we hit 52 degrees with morning clouds. Tomorrow, It gets milder in the afternoon. Everything gets nicer, but here is that forecast for the Treasure Valley. You'll see it right here. Temperature at 44 degrees in the afternoon, but everything happens tonight and tomorrow morning where we get a mixture of sleet, freezing rain, and snow and icy conditions, and then the afternoons will get milder, so careful driving tonight.
Those 40s, we'll take that.
Yeah, exactly.
All
Tomorrow.
right, thanks, Scott. Thanks.